If one thing is known by the cast of The Challenge, and the viewers, it's that TJ Lavin doesn't mess around. He proved just that during the latest episode. After Era 3 won the daily challenge, captains Tony and Avere were forced to select which other team captains would have to face the losers, Jody and Daryl, in elimination. However, they couldn't get on the same page. While Tony wanted to send Derek and Aviv into the arena, since that's who Daryl asked for, Avere was extremely close with Derek and refused to turn on them, instead wanting to target KC and Keelan. They both knew that if they couldn't agree on who to send into the sand, TJ would make them compete. When neither budged, that's exactly what happened. A very angry Avere claimed Tony didn't want to be there and ultimately, took her anger out by beating Jody in a very strategic puzzle. Tony wasn't as lucky, as he was beaten by Daryl and sent home. Below, Tony tells Variety how he feels now about his choice. Avres claims that he didn't want to be there and breaks down just what he ate during the daily challenge. We haven't seen you on the flagship series since Final Reckoning. Why was now the right time to return? Well, anytime's a good time for Tony time. I'm sorry, I had to. I took a break from The Challenge, and pretty much every season since Final Reckoning, I've gotten that phone call. It's been one of the hardest things to do to turn that down. I've missed the show so much. With this being season 40 and my exit on All Stars, that couldn't be my last mark on the game. I was very fortunate to get a call for 40 and I couldn't pass it up. Being back in the mix of it, the feeling, the energy, I got the fever all over again. I'm hoping I'm fortunate enough to get another call. I'm definitely gonna accept because I missed it terribly. What was it like going back to living with all these people again? It's physically challenging, but a lot of this game is mental. It was almost like riding a bike. I just fell back in the groove. It just felt so natural to me when I got in that house. It was like, this is where I'm supposed to be. Okay, let's dive into this episode. Everyone knows you're good at eating challenges, but which of those disgusting plates of food did you eat? And how fast were you? I think I ate 2 of the plates. I know I ate the Thai chili grub worms, and I remember those specifically because I just took the bowl and gulped it down. Some of the Thai chili sauce got in my eye, so it's one I won't forget. It burned so bad. I can't remember what the other thing was, but whatever it was, I just housed it. That's no challenge for me. I'm from the South. If you were to see some of the stuff that we eat down here, you'd understand. But the worms were alive. It's better to eat those things when they're living because then you get all the nutrients. You don't want to cook the nutrients, the vitamins out. I'll tell you this, they didn't come out alive. Okay, gross. Moving on. You and Avere were captains, so when Era 3 won, you guys got to choose who went into elimination against Daryl and Jody but couldn't agree. Heading to the arena, were you feeling prepared to go in or were you bluffing, thinking she'd budge? I can remember saying, if we can't get on the same page, then we've got to get prepared to go down there, because I'm not backing down. I said it so confidently, I made myself believe it, and I needed to do that so it got through to her that I wasn't playing. Did I want to go down there? No, but I had to believe in my decision, and what I was doing was best for my game. I knew she was going to stand her ground with Derek because she plays with a lot of emotion. She plays with a lot of heart. And you could tell that connection that they had, that bond was going to be unbreakable. I was thinking maybe if I say I'm going to give Daryl who he wants and we get down there and we're in a stalemate, maybe Derek goes, Avere, don't even worry about it. He wants to be an asshole. I'll go down there. Then we're in the clear. I was thinking, I've got a contingency plan. I thought, there's no way Derek's going to let Avere go down there. There's no way. And he didn't say a peep. Can you explain why you wouldn't budge, why you'd rather put yourself in than someone Daryl didn't want? In Vendettas, I did what was best for my game. That was a turning point for me in The Challenge. Somebody gave me a great piece of advice, remove yourself from the game and look at it above like a chessboard. What is your next best move for checkmate? When I started thinking like that is when I started getting better in the game. That was the start of Tony time. I was looking at it as, in my era, I am the lowest man on the totem pole. No one is looking out for me but Devon. So I've got to go outside of my era and try to find some allegiance. Daryl is somebody I've known for a very long time. We have a good relationship. We respect each other. So I thought, if I do this, you've got to do me a solid in the future. That's what was best for my game. I was looking at Avere, like, is what's best for your game, to keep Derek here? Why? So you can confide in him. Are you thinking that's what's best for your game, and what's the reason behind that? I know a lot of our conversations and my reasonings probably weren't aired, but that was the gist of it.